Hey everyone, I was meditating just 45 minutes ago, and in the middle of my meditation, usually I meditate for 20-minute blocks, felt a heaviness in my chest, just started to build a little bit, felt my vibration start to wobble a little bit, and my Apple Watch actually flagged me with a high heart rate, which it can do. Um, Very interesting thing happened. It was just shift. It just came in. And I experienced these things too, just completely out of nowhere. Bam, there it is. And what do we do when that happens? Well, these types of situations represent an opportunity to see if we've been building the new habits, the circuitry in the body and things of that nature. Do we intuitively know how to get back center, what to do with that energy as we feel it? Because that was something that came in and was just kind of sitting there stuck. So it was calling me inward to sit in presence with it. So that's what I did. I just recentered. I sat with it. I felt it. I breathed with it. I kind of let go of what my watch was saying to me, about my heart rate being high, and just kind of felt it and sat with it. Because when we have situations like this, when we have this release of energy with this particular heart chakra activation, and that's coming in now, guys. So you may be feeling it as well. But when we have this energy come forward, we really want to get back into the body. We want to bring the consciousness back into the body. We want to be present with it, right where it's being called. And I have the external validation of where it was being called, right? My watch was telling me, but I felt it first. I felt it before the watch signaled me. So I went in and I kind of just brought my shoulder blades together and brought it back a little bit and just started breathing into that area, just slow, gentle breaths. And I was present with the energy and started to move it with my consciousness, with my breath, up and down my central channel to kind of disperse this energy to help it flow. So when we experience these types of things, that's exactly what we're being called to do. So again, bring it back to the body, sit in presence with it, and take a step, take an action, and breathe with it, and bring awareness right to where you're being called. That's what we want to do. And that's how we expand. These activations that are coming in are so powerful right now. And they're releasing deep-seated stuff, deep in the DNA, stuff that's been frozen for eons. Think of like the glaciers. I'm getting visions of glaciers, right? As the glaciers start to recede, we start to see things that have been locked away for millennia. That's what's happening right now. This DNA is waking up, and we really don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to process it because we don't have the experience in this lifetime, at least, of working with that energy. It's all new. So it unlocks, it comes up, could represent traumas from eons ago. Okay. And we just don't know what to do with it. The mind tries to create a story around it. A lot of times we get caught up in the story, right? For hours or for days, maybe it shifts us, our vibration drops. But we have to remember that these are things that are coming forward to be felt. So all we have to do is really sit with it. We just sit with it. We sit with it in presence, and we give it the time. We give it the space that it's asking for, right? We're in this physical reality. So we could sit for a few moments and actually give it time and bring awareness to it and sit with it and hold space so that this energy has somewhere to go. It has somewhere to breathe. Think about a baby that's being born, or an baby animal that's being born. And, it's born. If it's in an egg, it cracks out of the egg and then it starts to stretch. And that's what's happening. We're having these aspects of us come forward, and they're able to stretch their wings, so to speak, if we want to use that analogy. So we want to hold the space to allow these versions of us to spread their wings. And that will alchemize that energy. It will bring it all back into the fold and make us more whole, closer to source, higher frequency. So when you start to get these activations, and they're going to come, you're going to get them, you're going to experience them. And some of them are very, very powerful. I've had people reach out, they're getting like migraine headaches or pain in the neck and the throat area, wherever it may be, whatever is activating for you, and everyone's going to experience this differently. Bring awareness to the area. Okay. You're being shown. You're being shown. So why resist? It's like you have 15 different doors in front of you, and the door that you need to walk through is being opened up. Why would you go through any other door, right? You're being shown the way forward. And that is by being called into the areas of the body where this energy is being released, where it's being activated. The DNA is being activated and the energy is being released. It's a homing beacon. It's a lighthouse. You're being called to it. Go there and sit in presence with it. There's not much more that you have to do. Just hold that space and fully feel it. And do that over and over and over again. And you're going to find something interesting. The more that you do that, the more you're going to, you're building these new habits and this circuitry within the body. You're healing these areas within the body. The body's frequency is rising, kind of all by itself as a function of you doing the work. It's just kind of happening in the background. You're going to wake up maybe tomorrow and you're going to have things come forward that maybe you've been searching for a long time, but haven't been able to reach. You've been separated from that because of the density in your body or the limiting beliefs. Well, you're healing those by just getting back in and sitting with it. It allows that stuff to come forward. That's the magic I talk about. The contact with your guides, the galactics, your higher self, bringing these downloads forward and being able to actually interpret the information that is carried within the light that is coming forward and being activated, be brought forward with this energy. So the more we do this work, the more we become, we become online, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The more online you are, the more you're able to process and make sense of this. And the more that, your awareness is able to kind of recognize the data that's coming forward. So such an amazing time. You'll have questions and you'll have answers come. You'll have questions about like, what direction am I supposed to go in? Maybe your intuition with, should I do this thing? Should I not do this thing? Whatever it may be, that's going to be more available to you. You're going to start seeing energy. Maybe your guides are going to reach out. You're going to start to hear things. You're going to start to see things. Like I've got, I hear and I can see the imagery and things like that, seeing energy around people, all sorts of stuff's just going to start to come online naturally. And we could let go of trying to force all that if we could just follow the lead of our higher self and walk through the door that's open to us. And again, in closing, these energetic activations within the body, these DNA activations are showing you exactly where to go. Follow that. That's the open door. Sit in presence with it. Let go of trying to grab on all this other stuff because it will come. It will come if you could just do that. So thank you so much.